This is Chateau Heartiste. Good morning, Bunny. Maxim, this is a foundational. Um, this is a foundational maxim that is used in different forms by a lot of coaches, a lot of the guys that are pickup artists, and it really is what they call the JumboTron rule. And the JumboTron rule is when you text a girl, if you would be comfortable with that text going up on a Jumbotron, say at the Super Bowl or at a pro sports event, and your friend's reading this, would you be comfortable with that? And if not, then you probably should not send it. It's like Chateau said, when people read your text, should they read your text? What the sense you want them to gain is they read the interaction between you and some girl and they go, I bet that guy gets laid a lot. That's the reaction you want, not like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed for him. And you see it all the time. And you need to realize that girls are sharing screenshots of your interactions. Now, I'm not telling you this to make you gun shy or to fuck up your text game or to make you paranoid, but that is how you should see anything you send electronically in written word, pictures, or God help me, you send emojis, which I don't recommend. She is going to show it to friends. And depending on the girl, some of them are pretty ruthless. No matter how good-natured you are or the good intent, it gets shared and it may come back around and haunt you. So if you text from today going forward, and always keep in mind the JumboTron rule, you will do better. You will find that your texts are better received. And there's certain what we call like alpha text rules, because what I like about texting, and I was talking to a gentleman yesterday about this, he kind of struggles with texting. If he likes a girl, he starts texting more and more and being more effusive and using more emojis and, can't get off the phone when this is actually a very bad thing. You can't really get to know somebody through the phone. You want to, and like we always say in the beginning, especially before you meet a girl, the phone is for logistics only. You want to only use it to get to know them, a little banter back and forth, and then set up a meetup. Women are stronger online. Before she's met you, she's looking for a reason to not fuck you. And every word you type, every sentence, every exchange is a chance for you to step on your dick and give her a reason not to fuck you. Once she meets you, once you get in front of her, men are more effective in person. You have your presence, your charm, your charisma, you're fun to be around. You've got her attention. Again, when she's on the phone, there's 10 things going on and you're one of them. And when she's in front of you, there's one thing going on. She's thinking about herself a lot because women are like that. And she's also thinking about you. So there's really just two things going on. So once you start having sex, no matter what you send, generally, guys will start they start dropping their guard. They start dropping their rules once they start having sex, and they kind of like run her off. Remember, you can't get to know her on the phone. So even after sex starts, you still want to keep that texting to a minimum. You meet up, you guys bang first date or second date. In a couple of days, you reach back out and go, hey, I had a great time. Or she reaches out to you and you go, hey, I had a great time. Why don't we meet up, da-da-da. And then you set up the next meetup where you have sex. Again, this is the whole engagement. This is how it works. And then you pick up steam. And the simple text rules, and I'll share these, and I should have put them up, but it's like 5 very simple rules. If you follow it, the chances of you fucking up your text game is very small. You have to start working hard at it. So number 1 is no emojis. Guys go, oh, girls under 25. No, that's them. The biggest problem that I had this is with guys who have teenage daughters that they have to text back and forth with, because he starts picking up her habits, which is lots of emojis and very, lighthearted, but it's his kid. So when you're dealing with women, no emojis. Just make rules for yourself. No emojis. An emoji is an emotional icon. And generally, again, the research shows women are more attracted to men that they're not sure of his feelings for her. So the fewer feelings you can project, even through an emoji, the better. No emojis, no punctuation. It really messes with guys. But the good thing, like one of the coaching clients I was speaking to yesterday, he realized that even in business, as you climb the ladder, the higher you get in the rank structure, the less punctuation is used. Punctuation is very much a plebeian or a, worker bee type of thing where everything has to be perfect. And, every comma, every I should be dotted, all that. But once you hit like CEO, they might just use a subject line to send hey, meeting at 4:00. And it's just like MTG 4:00. And that's how they communicate. They have less time and less interest in what people think. And that's also what you want to convey. No double texting. Like if she doesn't respond, just leave it there. Leave it there as long as it takes for her to respond. No good morning or good night text. Just get rid of it and you will get, and we pretty much go, well, yeah, of course. But most men do this and they do it like really early. Like they'll meet a girl and you talk to enough girls after the first date. It's like, good morning, beautiful. Good night. Sleep well. I mean, it's this very familiar stuff with women that they don't even really know. And it makes women uncomfortable, which is okay. It's okay to make women uncomfortable, but not in this sense. This is one of those overly familiar, you're trying to force like romance relationship stuff on girls you barely know. And it makes everybody other than the guys that don't know any better uncomfortable. And then say less than her. Again, we always use the golden rule of 2/3. For every three anything that a girl gives, you respond with 2. For every 3 words, you respond with 2. And Bunny says this, even that seems like a little bit much. It should be more like 3-1. So when you look at texting between an alpha and a girl that he is creating attraction with, you'll see larger blocks of typing on her side and 2 or 3 words on his side. And then she'll start being more effusive again. And it's just what you see. You see that there'll be less. And again, this is where less is more when it comes to game. And it really applies to text game. Less is more. The less you type and the more she types, the better. I mean, girls can't be overly, forward when it comes to this stuff, but you can. Again, the JumboTron rule is your rule of thumb. Before you send a text, say, would I want my friends, family, coworkers, her friends to see this text? Because most likely her friends are definitely going to see the text. So if you would be embarrassed by it, don't send it. Slim it down, edit it down. You want to say, it's almost like when we used to not be able to tweet except for like 52 characters or whatever our limitations were when Twitter first started. It forced you to like get everything within a couple words, like 2 or 3 sentences. And so you may want to learn how to do that or relearn how to do that when it comes to texting. Say as much as you can, but get it pared down to as few words as possible. Again, Maxim number 12. If you're comfortable with your game being splashed across the JumboTron for thousands of people to read, then you're doing it right. And that's how you do it. Keep the alpha text rules in mind, and you should not step on your dick. It's as simple as that. So that's the real deal. And if you need help with this, you can go to fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com. Basic training 1 and 2 has all the alpha text rules. It has how you should be texting. How it gives you openers, scripts for opening on online dating and also in person. So a lot of this is just using pre-approved, pre-used openers and scripts to get her talking. And again, you can always test things out, and then over time, as you lay down a foundation, you can expand on it by adding your own. And that's what a lot of guys do. Lines, and one of Chateau's maxims is, lines are used to get you to the point where you can kind of create your own lines, and you will over time. But a lot of times guys are like, I don't know what to say. Well, in basic training 1 and 2, I give you exactly what to say, especially in the beginning. And again, guys will go, oh, you think she's heard it before? No. And if she did, she forgot, because there's just not that many guys that know what we know. We think everyone knows it, but really, in fact, no one knows it. It's just us. So that's the real deal when it comes to texting. And texting is, what I like about the text game is it's learnable. Is all you have to do is follow some basic rules, and your text game will improve. It's not like conversation, which is a little bit trickier, or reading IOIs or indicators of interest. It's very black and white. So that's the real deal.